Aldenaki here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough, and today I'm going to show you how to get the first of the two weekly campaign challenges for the week September 16th through the 22nd, namely Forerunner Fragfest, which requires you to complete the Forerunner mission on Legendary difficulty with Mythic, Tilt, Tough Luck, and Thunderstorm skulls on. And in addition to those 4 skulls, I also turned on catch because I wanted to get a little grenade throwing going at me, and also Grunt Birthday Party to make it easier to see the headshots on grunts at distance. Anyway, as we start the campaign here, momentarily, get through the 343 stuff. Alright, we start off in a little alcove here. First thing we want to do is grab an auto sentry and switch over to the pistol, and then we're going to run up to a console here. We're going to put Cortana in to activate a portal. There we go. I guess I got there too fast. Alright, we're going to skip the cutscene, make a left, and run through the portal. Alright, and out we go. The first enemies we're going to encounter here, as I'm sure everybody's aware, are crawlers. Not these, they just kind of disappear. But since I've got Mythic and Tilt on, I'm just going to run past them, because I got double health and extra shielding. And notice that my shields aren't taking a real damage here. So I can just kind of run past. I'm going to kind of cut the corner here on this bridge. You don't have to do that. And I got through that with a little bit of shielding left. Now, if Mythic, especially if Mythic was off, I would have hung back and taken out all those crawlers, but not this time. Not necessary.
From that peek under the hood, I'd say these constructs must be mimetic in nature.
Alright. Shields are coming back. And next up, we're going to have 6 crawlers, a watcher, and a knight. And the crawler's going to come down that cliff face there. And let's see if I can take out a couple from distance. There's 1, there's 2. Ooh, there's 3. Okay, good. And when I take all 6 crawlers out, the knight will advance. And I want him to. I don't want to go after him with the watcher back there. I think that is the last. Nope, 1 more crawler. There we go. Now, run out here a little bit, let the knight see me, and haul it back here. Now, the ideal situation is for him to come up all the way to that rock face on the right, and then turn and slowly walk back towards where he came from. And if that happens, I can run up and back smack him very easily. But, because that's really the only effective way is to take out a Promethian Knight, is with a back smack or an assassination. You can either sneak up and get it, or do a circle melee, get them in a grenade throwing animation, like so, and as they throw the grenade, run past them. I'm going to try it here. And, whoops! But sometimes he'll try to melee you, and the momentum will carry him past you. And if you turn around quick enough, you can backsmack him. So that works just as well as actually getting him throwing grenades. The idea there is, as soon as he goes into grenade throwing animation, sprint past him, do a quick turn, and backsmack him. And if you're not sure that you've got him in the right spot, then hold your melee key down, and you'll get an assassination animation. Okay, took the watcher out. That keys this door to open. And notice I'm not sprinting. I want to save my sprint here. Okay, suppressor and light rifle. I want the light rifle out. As soon as I come out of this doorway, take off sprinting. Oh, bad jump there. Just run by all these knights. Okay, some crawlers will come out from the left there. Just run by them. Ooh, I'm taking some damage there on the shields. Run to the right of this little barricade. Okay, run up here, shields are coming back, and we're up on light rifle. Come over here, auto sentry out to distract the crawlers, and run down through this little cave, out the other end, up this path, and through this little path area here into this structure. And that wasn't too bad.
What's that distortion?
That's me.
Alright, again, I am not sprinting because I want to save my sprint here. I come out this door, jump right down to this little rock right there, make a right turn and sprint past the crawlers. You can run right by them. Next up, I got a few more crawlers up here. Now, sometimes I don't have to deal with them at all. Sometimes they'll turn and engage, and if you have to, take them out. Just keep running. And we're going to run up to this enclosure here, which is the first of 3 power sources that we have to take out to get up to the pylon. And we can take it out with a melee. It's a good thing to remember if Black Eye is on. If you melee the power source, you get your shields back just as if you meleeed an enemy. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of waiting for my shields to come back, but I'm also thinning the ranks of the crawlers, but that's not a crawler, so I'm going to go out here. Alright, come back in and then sprint out. Follow this path here. I'm assuming that Knight will try to come around that little structure there to get me from the other side. So run up to this rock here and go ahead and take out the 2 or 3 crawlers that are there. And there's power source number 2. 3 shots on the light rifle. We'll take them out. And we just run up here to the entrance to the pylon. And we just avoid, because we didn't take that first tower out, our first power source out, we avoided having Knights and Watchers spawn. So I'm going to take it out with a grenade. Big boom there, that tells me it's out. Of course, Cortana tells me too, which I cannot hear on doing the voiceover, by the way. Can't hear anything that's being said. So we just kind of follow this path up to the top and get ourselves into the pylon. Notice that the energy shield is dropped when we get in. 3 power sources are gone. Activate the elevator, and up we go slowly.
Did he say forward unto dawn?
They must have intercepted our distress beacon.
The beacon was pulled into Requiem with us. They tried
Seems
to
that
follow-
Forerunner elevators are quite
They'll
slow.
get caught in the gravity well. I'll keep trying to warn them. You just get that beam down.
Okay. Oh boy, that took a while. Alright, let's run up here to this little thing here, and we're going to activate the deactivation sequence is what we're doing here. Pull it out, push it back in, and that beam,
The signal from the relay
which is
starting to
disrupting
clear up.
Infinity's comm signals, will be deactivated. And wait until it goes down and the floor covers it so you don't
There's still
accidentally
too much
fall to your
interference
death.
warn them.
And then run through this
We've
portal,
got to disable that other beam before they're pulled
and we're on to the second pylon. Now the second one's a lot more difficult to get to,
I was wondering
but we're going to actually be doing a really neat little skip to bypass, actually a couple of skips to be quite honest, to bypass major firefights.
That can't be a coincidence.
Alright,
Sounds
ammo
like
up.
the Prometheans don't want the Covenant here either. The battle net's already lighting up with reports of resistance all around the pylon.
And initially we're going to hang back after we drop down here. Now the idea here is that drop pods are dropping down, and a couple of grunts, a couple of leech jump out, and the Prometheans engage them. And when all of the cubbies are beaten, the Prometheans will just kind of vacate this particular area. And I'm going to see if I can help with one of the elites. Okay. Just a little bit of patience here. Where did he go? There he is. Alright. And I put my head back out, and all the Prometheans have kind of disappeared there. Now, this is going to be an example of when it's nice to have a plan B. Now, the idea here is to jump up on this rock, do a late sprint jump across to here, and I didn't quite make it, but assuming that all the coveys were gone, I could just run around and try again, but dadgummit, where did he come from? Oh, he wasn't supposed to be there, so I don't want to try that again. I'm lucky I didn't die right there, so I'm going to go to plan B, which is the 3 rock jump. A little bit riskier, but alright, sprint jump over to here, and jump up here. Alright, sprint jump over to the second rock, sprint jump over here, and then sprint past, turn, back smack. Alright, load up on the light rifle ammo and take off. Now, if I had successfully made that other jump, I would not have had to worry about that jumping across 3 rocks, obviously. I would not have had to worry about that Promethian Knight, and I would not have had to worry about the Watchers. I could have run down to this spot here and grabbed that ghost that's on its back, but that's okay. I went to plan B and I made it anyway, so now we got to dash to this cave. Just running by everything. If there's an elite in there, splattering. Okay, and we've got another dash to make to get back into a Forerunner structure. Right there, just keeps run, or boost, 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 I should say. And now we're getting close to the second pylon.
They found the opening. You better get up to that relay and fast.
And the idea here, when this door opens, there will be an elite out there by a Banshee, is either splatter him or just make him jump out of the way. Immediately jump into the Banshee, come up in this direction. We're going to go right at that circle symbol there, 2/3 of the way up the pylon. Go as far as we can go. There we go, and then turn right and down. And we're actually going to go out of the map or under the map. Right there. Okay. And I'm kind of waiting for my shields to come back. Here they come. And now we're going to come straight up. And we will take fire on occasion there. That was a Banshee with a fuel rod cannon firing at us. Well, we can actually go up through the soft wall. Up over. Back down. Kind of circle in. Still taking fire, but we're holding up okay. Circle into right about here. Notice the screen freeze. It's loading the action up in front of us. Jump out of the Banshee. Run down here until you see the waypoint. And now we get to activate the deactivation of the second beam, or the beam at the second pylon. And I'm interested in why I don't see a big white beam going up, but anyway. There we go. We just deactivated the second beam. Wait for the floor to cover. And let's go ahead and run through this portal.
Once we're on the satellite, there's bound to be a central control.
Okay. And then we got another portal coming up here. We're going to run through that.
Why would they care about a broadcast relay?
And out we come, and there'll be a Phantom lowering down. It's going to drop off a Jackal Sniper and 4 Grunts. Let's see if we can take that Sniper in the air. There he is. Oh, got him. Now take out the 4 Grunts. Now, if I were doing a Mythic run with Black Eye on, I'd save one of these Grunts for a melee to get my shields back, but that's not an issue here. Okay. When I take the last Grunt out, I get activation switches for 2 doors, one on the left, one on the right. One on the right is a battle where the Coveys are winning, and the one on the left is a battle where the Prometheans are winning. And I happen to like the one on the left, because basically I just rush by everybody. Some people like the one on the right better, but this is just my preference. Okay, and you saw that beam. I don't know if that's a turret or beam rifle, but as soon as you see it, go ahead and take off, start sprinting up the right side here. You're going to run right by that Promethean. It's not even paying attention to you. Run in here and duck right, because grenades will come flying in that door behind you, like that. Now, ammo up on the light rifle like I just did, and then just take this little elevator up. And what I want to do here, this one's a little tougher, but what I'm going to do here before I make my mad dash is I'm going to take those 2 watchers out. Because when they're there, that knight up there tends to stay in one place, which is bad for me. But if I can get the 2 watchers out, he starts to move around a little bit. And in this case, I had a clear shot up the ramp. So I'm taking my time, now sprint. Okay, nobody's paying any attention to me, and I sprinted right by that first Promethian Knight. And he was way off to my left. I sprinted right by that second one that spawned right in front of me. And around the corner. And all he did was throw a grenade and went way by me. Now I'm going to do another sprint here. I'm going to be a little careful. I got several elites battling several knights. And there's also a gun turret up there. Stationary turret. So, okay. I'm going to run past that one knight. Run past that turret. Jump up to the left of that knight. And jump back up on the platform. Get to that waypoint. And select it. And at this point, we've just released the didact from his captivity, unbeknownst to the chief. But we're not going to watch that cutscene. Now we're going to go ahead and skip that. And what we got up next is the final ghost dash to the end. And right now, the chief is regaining consciousness. And as he does, I've got a nice little tip and trick for being successful in this run, or being successful majority of the time anyway. I firmly believe, we're running up to a ghost right now, I firmly believe that the falling rocks and the big rock wedges and the collapsing caves are all keyed to when you take your hand off the left trigger, or take your hand off boost. Okay, and here I'm boosting. And so by pumping that left trigger, you tend to make the game think that you're boosting, but you're actually slowing down a little bit to regain control. Now here I'm doing a full boost, and I'm not having any issues with sliding rocks or falling rocks. And one good example of that will be coming up here momentarily. I'm more or less a full boost here. And I come around this corner here, and I've got to do like a little S-curve thingy. And so here I start pumping. I'm slowing down, pumping, regain control, and then back on full boost. And I get past that falling big wedge of rock down here. Alright, I'm pumping to try to regain control. I'm coming through here. And again, I'm slowing down, but the game thinks I am, or the mission thinks I am at full boost, because I keep pumping that left trigger. And I come through here and back out in the open, so I've made it through that mess. And I can full boost here because there's not much in the way. But when I come in and land, I'm back to the pumping action because I want to regain control. But when I run jumps, or I jump across gaps, I'm at full boost, by the way. So, it takes a little practice. Now here, that was the wrong way to go. I actually should have gone left all the way, but I got away with it. I'm back on path, and again, right now what I'm doing here is I'm pumping the trigger, making the game think I'm at full boost when I'm not. And then I come out of here, and now I can go back to full boost. As soon as I land, I'm pumping to regain control. Okay, and then I'm going to jump this last gap at full boost, and as soon as I land, I start pumping again to regain control, and then full boost, and that's the end of the mission. Okay, I'm going to skip that last cutscene, and we'll see the symbols appear, and then the challenge pop. And I do hope this helps you in your quest for the weekly challenge Forerunner Fragfest. Old and Achy signing off. Take care, everybody.